Hey everyone, welcome back to Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. With, I'm Acidic, and with me is Blackout the M&M.
Hey!
And Blank Tester.
Hey, how's it going?
And in this video, we've reached the final part. This is Stage 10. We don't have any more point goals. All we have to do now is defeat the unknown skater.
And these are all random missions?
Mostly
You got such a great character.
Yeah. And the thing about set 10 is almost everything is a top-to-bottom event.
Oh.
So you'll be going down pretty much the entire track on pretty much all of these.
That's cool.
But, since you're not trying to get points anymore, you don't need to try to,
Do tricks?
No, I mean, sorry, not... Since
Not
you're
that
not,
kind of points.
Since you're not trying to reach a new rank, you don't really have to worry about, if I get bronze, I'm not getting enough to go to the next rank.
I see.
You just have to pass your way through it, but...
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Still, they bust out the whole levels now, so now we'll really get the big picture.
So basically just turn it into full-level gauntlets just to complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
But I mean, like, the tricking events, you can bust a ton of tricks. The racing events take the shortcuts. Slalom events, you'll have done these over and over and over.
You know, I never bust tricks.
You don't?
Because they're for... Yeah, because tricks are for kids, man.
How do you ever pull the sick tricks then, man? Do you ever increase your muscular capacity then, man?
Quite a misdirection right
Wait, did it? Yeah.
I thought you were...
Did I actually ever do that in Tony Hawk? I did it for Yanya. I don't... Yeah, I did it in Tony Hawk. I can't do it again.
Yeah.
I can only say my slogan one time per game.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why
But
I
yeah,
have
no,
to
he-
say it this time.
It sounds like... Yeah, no, he... Because tricks are for kids.
Yeah, yeah.
That is one.
They are.
So people wanted to get some more horse facts.
Yeah, yeah. After our last video...
And I'm actually a reining horse expert. I mean,
We brought in an expert
Yeah,
here to talk
you're
about
an
horses.
expert at reining in horses.
Yeah.
exactly. I'm
Yeah,
glad you picked
nobody
up on
else
that
can,
pun.
actually. It's very difficult.
Yeah, Blackout has trademarked. He's patented.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I've trained the best.
Yeah, actually, one of the things that makes horses so powerful, and the reason why we use horsepower to determine how fast cars move, is horsepower is actually an artificial measurement because they used to use actual horsepower, the actual measurement of how strong horse blood is when you put it into an engine, but you had to give that number in like a 0.1 form, like it was a decimal. So they decided to just multiply everything by 6,000, and
Yeah.
that's how you get your horsepower today.
You know, speaking of fast, this game is like the fastest game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
not
don't
as
think I can
fast
play
as
this.
horses.
not as fast as
Yeah,
horses.
Yeah, when you unlock the horse at the end of the game, you
Yeah.
can actually breathe fire on your opponents.
Yeah. Speaking of horses running, do you know? Well, some people try to get on sand to escape horses, but horses actually run fastest on sand.
Yes. Not just fastest. Faster than any other creature, and faster than they would normally.
On any
Yeah,
other.
fact
terrain.
about horses, they are they're very capable at surviving in the desert, running on sand. They're very capable at surviving the desert because they'll actually store water and fat in the humps on their backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Horses will
another way, the reason why they're able to stand and run on sand so well is because when scientists look at a horse's hoof on a microscopic level, you actually find it's actually composed of other tiny hooves. Just smaller hooves.
Yeah.
We're not sure what goes on below that level.
Yeah.
But they're microscopic hooves at the level
Did you know?
of the atom.
Did you know that horses can reach speeds of over 60 miles per hour while chasing their prey?
Uh-huh.
And speaking of a horse's body, did you know that one horse has enough skin to fully cover 9 full horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I was astonished when I found that out.
Yeah.
I was also astonished to find out that at will, horses can change from warm-blooded to cold-blooded and back.
Did you
Just
know
whatever
that
they want.
horses? Yeah. Did you know that horses are our closest living relative?
Yeah, they're actually the closest living relative to. They're the missing link between dinosaurs and humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, did
we
you-
just called it a fact. It's a fact.
Also, did you know that horses are capable of also at will extending their tails out? And they fight by whipping each other with
Right,
their tails.
when they're fighting over mates.
Yeah.
Did you know that if a
they whip
horse
each other.
is in
But
dis-
actually,
Did you know-
the crazy part about it is they fight over mates, but then they just end up having orgies anyways.
Did you know
the
that
males and females just share each other anyways?
Did you know that if a horse is in extreme distress, it can detach its tail
Run away.
to save
Yeah.
its life?
Yeah. Did you know that? Here's another fun fact. The horse's tongue is actually 6 times as long as its face, and it can launch its tongue from its mouth at a velocity of over 300 meters per second.
It's incredible.
Yeah. It's near the speed of sound. It
Did
like
you know
literally
that
makes a bullwhip crack. It used to be called a horsewhip crack because it was so fast.
But bulls, turns out they have faster tongues. Fact about bulls thrown in there. Fun
Yeah.
fact, did you know that horses, after mating, the female will bite off the head of the male horse?
Yeah.
But the male will still live for a few hours after decapitation.
Of course, because they live
Exactly.
for a few hours after they're decapitated.
Yeah,
That's one of the
horse-
survival
yeah,
strategies.
We stated that in the last video.
That's the power of evolution for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that horses that supply, like they help pollinate flowers and everything, and they're now mysteriously dying out all over the world?
I know, it's so sad. You would think that they wouldn't be, since they're like immune to most things.
Yeah, their mouths are bulletproof and everything.
Yeah. Did you know that they used to use horse teeth to carve diamonds in ancient days, and in some parts of the world they still do?
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Did you know that if a horse, when jumping or falling from a high height, will always land on its feet?
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I never understood how they did it. It's just they just do it.
Yeah.
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 Did you know that if you have a racehorse and it breaks its leg, do you know what they do with the horse?
They just wait for it to grow back a new one.
No, they just run away because that horse is gonna break the jockey's leg.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
an eye for an eye, leg for a leg. Mm-hmm. Horses have a strict moral code, actually. They're smart enough to understand morals and ethics.
Yeah. If you try to blind a horse, like
Yeah.
the reason they have blinders, they put blinders up, is because if you cover up their eyes, they actually open up a third eye in the middle of their head that makes it easier for them to see what's in front of them.
You know, people
Fun
have
fact,
said
did
that.
you know that... Oh, I'm sorry, Connor, what was your horse fact?
People have said that humans and dolphins are the only two animals who can kill for fun. Horses are actually the only animal that kills only for fun.
Yeah, they kill only for sport.
Yeah.
They don't even eat their
fact.
prey; they just leave them.
Yeah, another really cool fun fact about horses,
Yeah.
at least I think it's pretty cool, is that they actually will attract mates, the males will, with their large plume of feathers.
Yeah.
But they keep it hidden within their skin flaps, because they have so much skin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that if you ask nicely, horses will speak to you?
Yeah.
Just
Just
in
gotta be-
English?
Yeah.
Well, really, in whatever language you
Yeah,
want.
horses know common tongue as well. They just don't
Yeah,
prefer
They
to
mostly
use it.
know, they're mostly familiar with Esperanto.
Yeah. Horses also can use shadow telepathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Did
Yeah.
you know that a horse can reach speeds of over 250 miles per hour in a dive?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You
Hey.
really, it's just, horses are amazing.
Yeah, horses are God's gift to humans.
Yeah, when horses
Actually,
like,
horses are God's chosen preferred creature.
Yeah, when horses eat, like a fish or another animal that's underwater, they actually catch the fish by just like sticking their neck down so fast the fish can't react in time.
Right.
Did you know that horses start
Or
out
they
as
use their
cat?
tongues.
Did you know
They're
that?
a combination of both.
Fun fact: do you know that a horse's antlers are actually covered in a thin skin, and it will shed that skin during summer months?
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's another fact about horses that you guys might not have realized. If you put a horse in water, just like standing in water, or like waist, shoulder height in water, from the water level down, they're transparent.
Yeah.
You just cannot see them. They have the same refractive index as water.
Yeah.
So it's like sticking a piece of glass in water. It's impossible to see.
Yeah. Did you know that if a bunch of female horses get together in a tight community for a long time, one of them will spontaneously change sex to mate with the
Wow.
other horses?
I had no idea. That's amazing.
Blackout spoke about a horse's antlers, which reminded me that, normally you don't see their antlers because they keep them covered under that skin.
That's
but when
true.
they bust them out, the antlers are so sharp they can actually pierce through a foot of concrete.
Yes.
It's
yes.
insane.
Yeah. Actually, did you know that that horses can actually see all wavelengths of light? Period.
Yeah.
There's no limit
did
at
you-
all.
Yeah.
And to break down another myth, it's only a myth, that a horse's wings are too small to carry it in flight.
You're right.
The physics, they work out fine. That's just
The
the
physics
bullshit.
work out fine. It's just a little unusual. It's just a little counterintuitive. What other horse facts? Because people really like horse facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's lots to
I mean,
know
I
about
love
horses.
horses, but I didn't realize how much other people.
There's so many misconceptions about the common horse, and it's So
frankly, there isn't even a common horse because they're all so uncommon and unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you know
the cool
that?
thing
Did
about
you know that
horses-
every single horse has a unique superpower that no other horse has?
No, I didn't know
It's just like a different power for every horse.
And this episode of Downhill Jam is reminding me of when you have to trash at the supermarket in Disney Skate Adventure.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, horse facts.
Yeah. I guess ultimately, what the lesson to take from this is that a horse can beat you.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
don't even think of taking one on.
I just thought of actually one other cool thing that we didn't really cover. Did you know that horses, although they live in the water, they're not fish. They're aquatic mammals, so they have to breathe through a blowhole.
That's true. They do have to breathe through that blowhole. It's called a mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Is this the-
It's time for the ultimate event: defeat the unknown skater.
But
Which-
Amon's going to tell us about
Which
it.
is weird that the unknown skater talked to us at the beginning of the previous event, but Amon is here to give us some random joke about some stupid shit or whatever. But
He's probably joking
so
about
is the
how much
unknown
weed he
skater
smokes.
secretly a horse?
well,
Because, believe it or not, although it's a common misconception that Thomas Edison invented skateboarding, it was actually invented by a horse.
well, if it were a horse, then I wouldn't be able to beat him at all. So
Yeah.
no, it's not a horse because you are expected to win this game.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at the genetics,
Oh,
the
wow,
genetic
that
evidence
looks so
suggests
shit.
that polar bears are actually more closely related to horses than they are to grizzlies.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this really the final stage?
Yep.
Well, it's the
kinda
final
boring.
event. It takes
kinda
place
boring
on
and
this
ugly
stage.
Oh.
I mean,
kind
this
of
is
boring,
just
ugly
one
stage.
of. This is the Alps. It's one of the 8 areas in the game.
I kind of like it,
Yeah, it's probably the most technical stage.
especially for all the people standing around.
Yeah.
Just don't crash into any horses.
Yeah, or
That
else I
reminds me,
die.
hey Connor,
I get a game
remember a
over.
long time ago in the genesis of your LPing when you played Sean Palmer?
Yeah.
This reminds me of that one level that you said you really didn't like. There's like one level in there that you really didn't like. It began with like an E or something. It was like the second or third stage, and you're like, that's what this stage reminds me of.
Kirkwood?
Kirkwood. This reminds me of Kirkwood.
Fun fact, this is unrelated to that.
But is it related
Well,
to
now-
horse facts?
Of course it's
That was
related to
like-
horse facts. If you look at the end credits for the movie Seabiscuit, it actually says no humans were harmed in the making of this film.
Did you know that the movie Seabiscuit was actually directed by a horse?
Yeah, it was actually an autobiographical work.
Yeah, the horse was not only the actor, but the director, scriptwriter, and producer as well.
And was Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
Seabiscuit wrote and directed that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it says director C period biscuit,
That's
just
his-
that's just the horse's directorial name.
Yeah, pen name.
They have pen name.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, of course, there are the other... the horses have their own version of Alan Smithy as well.
You know, it's. To get back to the game for a second? It's kind of crazy that the last event always takes place on the Alps because there's again this huge shortcut that will just
Yeah.
let you
This
win
part-
every time.
Yeah.
Like this part actually looks just fine, but like it seemed weird to me that the final stage would take place on just a mountain at first.
I mean,
I mean, considering we just like tore through a mall.
There was a really cool... That shortcut's really cool, but it's way too good. I mean,
yeah, it's way too good.
that Armando...
Armando, yeah.
I'm sorry, Armondo.
I gotta call out the record being 1 minute. No,
Bullshit.
we took the big shortcut.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that, like, off the starting gate, I could just turn around and fall down the other side of the mountain or something?
Yeah, no, they just
Maybe.
use it. They just glitch through the wall and fall down to the end.
Oh,
So yeah, that's the no clip record.
and what do we get?
Oh my god, this is
Yeah, we unlocked a new character, Armando. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird that Tony Hawk you could play as from the beginning, and this random
it sort of
schmuck-
makes sense.
Oh,
Well, no, I mean,
470
you play
points.
Boom! That's my man.
that's
Yeah.
why we played this game, because I could finish this whole game off with 470 points.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. I'm Insetic, and yeah, bye.
Wow.
Wait, yours is
The
there's like
video's not even
Pretty
over.
much. I mean, here's the
There's
credits.
another 3 minutes.
Did
2
that guy?
minutes.
Was that guy's name John Hornblow?
I'll say let's discuss things
I
a
think it
little
was
bit.
Chris Blow.
Well, Rob King did a lot of work. Yeah, let's look at the names. That's always fun. Actually,
see
never mind.
Element,
It's not fun. Hey, Connor, quick
Nokia,
question.
Ryan
What was the
Ward.
name? Hey, Connor, what's the name of that one game that you played? And I know the game. I played it. I even own the game. The title's just skipping my mind at the moment. It's the really, really difficult but really, really fun game that takes place on the. Oh man, my brain's
I'd
completely
like
broken
some
right now.
details, Black.
It's
What?
the jet ski game. Jet ski.
Jet X2O?
Jet X2O. That like the Armando. He reminds me a lot of the guy that you played in Jet X2O.
Luke? Lelouch?
Luke.
I guess so, yeah.
Luke.
Armando is kind of the wacky one. You'll see in his character pose on the
Oh yeah, he totally is.
main screen that he's like breakdancing or whatever.
He's got nothing on Luke though. Luke is
Here's all these songs. I'd like to say flip you to any song from Fat Chord Records for making it really hard to put up, unlisted video files without commentary for me to commentate over with other people because they would mute my videos and block them in the US.
Wait, you said Fat Rec Records or Fat Chord
Fat
Records?
Chord Records.
Oh yeah, Fat Chord. I think I actually own. Weren't they the ones who published that short songs for short people
I don't know.
compilation? I think it was
don't
them
know.
actually.
But, oh man, what a rush. It's been quite a ride. This game that I totally thought would be maybe
6 parts.
6 or 7 parts. I thought it would be a short game.
Turns out it's 47 parts.
And yeah. It turned out to be one of the longest, actually. They just loaded this game down with content, and so I guess...
or at least loaded it down with events. That said, I think people didn't...
Yeah.
People were receptive to this game because it was different, not because it was bad.
Yeah, it was...
Okay.
It was alright.
It was different...
Okay.
Oh, what?
I was just saying the compilation I was thinking of. I was actually the title's just very similar. It was published by Fat Rec Chords.
That might have been it. Fat Wreck. Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, in that case it is.
Fat Wreck Horse?
Yeah, Fat Wreck Horse. Alright, so this is Armando. Yeah, he's breakdancing, but then... Oh man, he goes too fast and he
Because
winds
he's
up.
got bad turning.
Yeah. His turning ain't that great.
And he's a green
And by
horn.
that, I mean he has the best stats of everyone. He's the secret special character.
Yeah, all you
Can I say-
greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close. This is gonna be your lucky
I
day.
honestly, I kind of hate sometimes when the last character is like that. It might just come from being like a fighting game person, where typically when you unlock a character, they're balanced just because it'd
be kinda
dumb to
cool.
unlock characters to break the game.
Yeah, but in this game, it's not really about stats, you know?
That's true.
It's
In this game, it's not such a big deal.
Yeah.
But there are lots of other games where the stats are so important, and when they give you,
Yeah.
it would be kind of cool if there was a game where you got better and better throughout the game with experience. The more turning you did, the more turning experience you have, so that levels up your skill.
Oh,
but then
God.
when you unlock the final character, he starts with normal stats, but he has the highest max stats. So you still
Like
have a
Freak
reason
Style.
to play for him.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Wasn't it? I know I played a game. Was it Evolution Skateboarding?
I think it was Pets Horses too.
No. we haven't played Pets Horses 2. In Pets Horses, actually, you don't control the... Well, you control the rider, but the horse really controls what you do, you know?
It just tells you what to do, and you have to press the buttons. It's like
Yeah,
a...
you
I'm
have to
still-
press the buttons, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for Disney Skate Adventure.
Yeah. We did it on stream. We're done.
We're done. We're not doing that. I'm not...
No,
pl- I'm not
I'm gonna
playing
hold you at
as a
gunpoint and
kid
make you
going
do it.
around giving McDonald's to people.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
We don't
Or
get
does
paid
it?
enough for that.
Yeah.
I'll make you do it at some point, but in the meantime, I'm going to do you a quick favor, Connor, before the video's over.
What?
Donald Trump. There.
Oh,
now you can.
now you can
now
put
you
the
can.
title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can tag your video with that and get all the views.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, but I'll tag it Horse Facts. I'll tag
Yeah.
it Donald Trump.
Feel the horse.
Yeah, feel the horse.
Yeah.
All right.
Donkey
All right.
references.
This game will have a bonus video, so I'll see you in that. So,
Jesus, why?
goodbye. This game has more stuff to
Do you get
show.
to play as a horse?
No.
And then I don't want to see it.
All right, I'll just do that
Yeah.
alone. Bye.